What it do? What it do? What it do? We back with another video. Hold on. Still trying to order something to eat. Yeah, back with another video. We have 10 unexplainable mysteries that are captured in heaven. Now, it's a fair amount of people who don't actually believe in a higher power. And by all means, like, everybody is entitled to their own beliefs. And, it's not, anybody else's place to judge that particular person for what they believe in. But I, myself, believe in a higher power. So, yeah. I mean, everybody is accepted. Everybody is welcome into my channel. Beliefs, non-beliefs, anything, anybody, any and everybody is welcome to my channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and capture. Watch. Why am I saying capture? Watch the video. My top 5
In
best.
ancient times, the sky has always been a source of mystery. Today, we feel that we understand almost every phenomenon happening under it, but there are still some that leaves us to question everything that we know. Today, we're going to be looking at 10 unexplainable mysteries captured in the heavens. Number 1 may be the first documented sightings of UFOs, so stay tuned for that one. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The Tao's Hum. Some of the greatest mysteries in the heavens cannot be seen but rather heard. That statement couldn't be more true for the first heavenly mystery on our list. Also, buckle up, kiddies. I'm probably going to be saying heaven and heavenly a lot in this list. Some residents and visitors in the small city of Taos, New Mexico have for years been quite annoyed and, not to mention, extremely puzzled by a mysterious and faint low-frequency hum in the desert air. To further add to the mystery, only about 2% of Taos residents report hearing the sound. Some believe it is caused by unusual acoustics, but that doesn't explain the selective nature of the phenomenon. Others suspect mass hysteria or some secret, sinister purpose, the latter being the favorite explanation by conspiracy theorists worldwide. Whether described as a whir, hum, or buzz, and whether psychological, natural, or supernatural, no one has yet been able to locate the sound's origin. Thing is, the survey revealed that those who claim to hear the sounds actually hear many different sounds, suggesting the experience may be subjective, not actually objective sounds. Number 9. The Evil Cloud. Pakistan residents were left bemused as a black O-shaped cloud was spotted over a city. This phenomenon was seen floating over Lahore sometime mid-January of this year, and was dubbed the Evil Cloud by some. Once the footage was posted to social media, a slew of theories of the phenomenon were suggested.
Look real.
Most people shrugged it off as just a natural phenomenon, even posting amusing comments on social media. One rather amusing post reads, "Aliens only land in America," and another joked that too many Pakistani people were vaping at the same time. However, some took the phenomenon seriously, citing various ominous explanations, including, of course, the beginnings of an alien invasion. And with how 2020 is, I actually wouldn't be too surprised at this point. After the video was posted, others uploaded photos of what seemed to be like similar phenomena, this time happening over in Dubai. But what exactly are those black rings of smoke? A plausible explanation would be they are smoke remnants of a tiny explosion which is formed the same way when smokers and vapors produce smoke rings. The thing is, no explosions were heard prior to the sightings, leaving the black rings completely unexplainable. Number 8. Cities in the sky. People have been seeing weird things in the sky since the first day they decided to look up and record what they see. Most of these mysterious objects are now science fact. But then, something totally unexplainable appears out of nowhere, making us question everything we know about the universe up until now. On April 21st, 2017 in Jiang, China, numerous citizens were awestruck by the image of a city floating on the clouds above them. Many then took to the internet to post pictures and just generally freak out. But there was really no cause for concern, as it has happened before. The same floating cities were recorded at 5 different locations in China in just over 6 years prior to this event.
Oh, that's kind of...
This number of events has led theorists to hypothesize various possibilities. Aliens are attempting to cross over from a different dimension. The second coming of Christ is here. or the images are a holographic test by the Chinese government or maybe even the US government. Most of these explanations are pure speculation, but there is a possible one. A rare weather event known as Fata Morgana, where light passing through heat waves causes a duplication effect. This would be an acceptable explanation if the images in the sky were not completely different from the skyline below them. Number 7. The Bloody Sky. If there is one thing that most world religions have in common is that their gods or deities have always been associated with the sky. For centuries, people have looked up searching for answers and guidance, and sometimes warnings of foreboding things that are yet to come. In the predominantly Catholic town of Chalchuapa, El Salvador, one terrifying event that happened in 2016 sent the faithful in a prayer panic, believing that it signaled the beginning of the end of the world. A blood-red sky appeared above said town, just as a crowd of people were coming out of church service. The effects lasted only a matter of seconds, but it was enough for most local residents to believe that it was a signal that the apocalypse was about to begin. Various explanations have been offered for the phenomenon, including the possibility that it was a reflection of the flames from nearby farmers burning stubble in sugarcane fields, or that it was due to the Lyrid meteor shower, which happens in April of every year. None of these explanations have been proven, though, leaving the residents and the rest of the world preparing for the end of days. Number 6. Ball lightning. Ball lightning is another natural phenomenon for which science has yet to come up with a full explanation. The problem for scientists is that the manifestation of the phenomenon is so rare that it is almost impossible to study. Attempts have been made to recreate it artificially in the laboratory, but an actual specimen of naturally occurring ball lightning has yet to be captured for study. This may be impossible since the phenomenon is fleeting, floating about for a while and then fading away or exploding with a loud pop. But of course, there are plenty of eyewitness accounts. In January of 1984, ball lightning measuring about 4 inches in diameter entered a Russian passenger aircraft and, according to the Russian news release, flew above the heads of the stunned passengers. In the tail section of the airliner, it divided into 2 glowing crescents which then joined together again and left the plane almost noiselessly. The ball lightning left 2 holes in the plane. There are a few examples around the internet, as well as in the video game Metro Exodus, which you can actually interact with one. Number 5.
That's kind of
Earthquake lights. On November 12, 1988, people reported a bright purple-pink globe of light along the St. Lawrence River in Quebec, 11 days before a powerful quake. In Pisco, Peru, the lights were bright flashes that lit up the sky, captured in security camera videos before an 8.0 magnitude quake in 2007. And before a 2009 earthquake in L'Aquila, Italy, 4-inch flames of light were seen flickering above a stone street. Just what could these lights be? People started calling them earthquake lights, and they have been reported to be seen either before or after a particularly strong earthquake occurs. There are a number of theories behind this phenomenon. One would be that lights are caused by electric charges activated in certain types of rocks during seismic activity, while another states that tectonic stress created a so-called piezoelectric effect, in which quartz-bearing rocks produce strong electric fields when compressed in a certain way. However plausible a theory may be, they are of course mainly speculation. Right now it is impossible to study these lights, primarily because they are fleeting and quite unpredictable. But many scientists consider them to be real phenomenon, and it's only a matter of time before they unravel the mystery. Number 4. The Min Min lights. Most lights in the night sky just stay there and look pretty. Some are admittedly mysterious and unexplainable, but they are rare and are often witnessed at a distance. However, these mysterious lights that appear in the night sky of Bula in Queensland, Australia have the tendency to be up close and personal. They are called the Min Min lights, and they are reported by witnesses as glowing spheres in the night sky that seem to have the ability to move around, follow people, disappear, and then reappear. Descriptions and reports of what they look like do vary, but they have been mainly described as fuzzy balls of light that seem to hover just over the horizon. Their color is usually reported as being white, although there have been sightings where they change color from white to red to green and then back again to white. Some observers have seen Min Min lights that were so bright that the ground around them was lit up and objects in the immediate vicinity cast a shadow, but other reporters say that the spears of light were dim. Many scientific explanations have been put forward, and these include optical illusions, piezoelectrics, and swarming luminescent animals. But equally, there are many people who believe that they could be ghost lights, spirit orbs, or of course, UFO activity. Number 3.
This shit kind of scary.
Historical lights. Strange lights aren't exactly a modern phenomenon. Since the time people decided to keep a record of the world around them, mysterious skylights have always been reported. Most of them have already been explained, but some still leave us scratching our heads. This is but one of them. Back over in 1896, the front page of the San Francisco Call reported that a hovering ship was hovering above the city of San Jose. One account stated that the strange light was traveling rapidly eastward towards San Jose. The light then changed its course to southwest, south, and then southeast. Then it disappeared behind the horizon. A second witness had a far more bizarre description of the bright object. He said it had a pair of wings which were constantly flapping, not from side to side like a bird's, but more of a forward and downward motion. Beneath it, several feet hung a ball of red light, which lit up the bottom of the ship and sent its ray far down below. Ex-Attorney General W.H.H. Hart stepped forward and claimed that the ship was a one-of-a-kind invention created by someone who was living in Cuba. The former Attorney General also promised the public that he would try to get them an exhibition of the aircraft, but no further details were provided in the days after the sighting. Now it's time for the day's best pick. Today we're going to be looking at a mysterious and terrifying phenomenon that would definitely, if you witnessed it yourself, would have frozen you in fear. It would also make you feel like all the happiness has been sucked out of you. And yes, the Dementor reference is intentional. Number 2. The Dementor above Zambia. In March of 2017, Zambian website DailyBaskar.com put something so mysterious and unexplainable that it set the internet forums on fire. According to them, a strange figure that looks like Harry Potter's Dementors appeared in the clouds above a shopping center in the city of Kitwe in north-central Zambia. Whatever it was, it had a humanoid head and torso tailing off into long robes-like structure. They further reported that the strange figure appeared to be made up of dark, solid materials and not of the cloud formation. It measured around 100 meters and lasted for nearly half an hour in the sky. This strange apparition gained mixed reactions from all over the world, most choosing to believe that it was all a hoax. Admittedly, the photo does look sketchy at best, and the fact that major news agencies never reported on the story makes it quite dubious as well. But honestly, just looking at this photo, it's pretty unnerving.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete if you're using luck.
Sans UFOs. As I mentioned earlier, people have been reporting about strange objects in the sky since the dawn of written history. While most of these accounts can be dismissed as misinterpretations of naturally occurring phenomena, some of them can't be explained in simple terms. Our ancestors didn't just leave us written stories about these mysteries. Some of them even left us images often embedded in religious paintings. A 17th century fresco of the Crucifixion of Jesus, which can be found in the Svetshaveli Cathedral in Michketa, Georgia, shows 2 saucer-shaped crowns on either side of Christ. Art historians have said these represent angels watching the event, or the moon and the sun. But then again, angels were usually represented as humanoids with halos and wings during this time period. Is the painter leaving us a clue that we aren't alone in the universe? What do you think? Which heavenly phenomenon...
As usual, man. Comment down below what y'all want to see next. Honestly, bro, most of this... Bro, why the fuck is this shit leaning like this? But, yeah. I didn't believe most of the stuff in that video. But, I mean, comment down below if you did. As usual, man, y'all already know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Yes.